So, Pokemon have announced that Fire Red and Leaf Green are coming to the Switch this Pokemon Day, and Pokemon fans aren't happy. I can't really understand why. I love Pokemon, have for years. I've got so many memories of watching the XY anime series growing up, buying the cards. I had a Team Up ETB. Fucking stupid child opening that and enjoying the cards. Could have made so much money. And I do still buy the cards, if we need any proof of that. I really like them. I got this at a card event. I think it's really pretty. N is my absolute favourite Pokemon character, so of course I have him. Let's just say a whole lot more, all from one set, because I'm one of those. But the big thing for me was the games. I'll admit, I got into it a bit late. Everyone says, oh, 8, 9, maybe even younger. I was like 11. The first game I can remember getting is Pokemon X, and even that was a couple years after it was released. Now this isn't the same DS, but it's on the DS. More importantly to this video is my second game, which was Pokémon Silver on the Virtual Console on the DS, which was announced during a Pokemon Direct on the 6th of June 2016. Now, 11-year-old me was not that tuned into Pokemon Directs or news or really anything to do with it, other than like Sun and Moon leaks. But I did see a certain YouTuber do a Let's Play of this game. You might know him, Michael of M&J TV, just a small guy. So with my knowledge of being able to play Silver on the DS, I took myself off to a game, remember when those still existed. With my 10 quid, I got my code for Pokemon Silver on the DS. I spent time in school playing this game. I took it to my youth centre. I took it like everywhere with me, spending my time between playing X and playing Silver, until one day I lost this DS, which is why I have this one, at a family function. And even though those two games were lost, the impression was still made on me. And now I'm here with a crippling addiction to Pokemon, and you're wondering what the whole point of that yap was. Well, the point of that was to show you what an impact a 8, 10 quid game had on what I spend my money on. Cheap releases like this got kids like me into even playing these games. And I'd argue that that's more important than any of the numerous complaints I've seen plaguing Twitter and TikTok and all of the internet since Fire Red and Leaf Green were announced for the Nintendo Switch. And there really is just so many complaints. Well, you know what, screw all that negativity. I'm excited for these games. They're considered the best way to have the Kanto experience. Let's go, I love you, but you're in second. I literally have a Game Boy Advance. It's got Ruby in it, if you're wondering. If I had the funding, I could play Fire Red and Leaf Green on this. But what is the issue with making these games more accessible? 16 quid to play a game that, granted, yeah, came out in 2004. Is that really that much for a game that is as beloved as these ones? And it's not like people don't have Switches. The console's been around since 2016 and we're already on the Switch too. What's the problem with making a game more accessible that is really hard to really play in any other way, with how expensive those cartridges and consoles can be? Also, we're going to get access to limited time events that we can't if you just have a cartridge. I never did it because I was a stupid 11-year-old, but you could get Celebi in the Virtual Console versions of Gold and Silver. What's wrong with giving people access? So what if you can't trade over the internet? Go outside. Go to conventions. Make some damn friends. It's no longer a pandemic. You guys can go touch grass. The Pokemon Company itself really backs going outside. That's the whole point of Pokemon Go. I myself made an OC of M&J TV series that is Team Sky, and I went to an anime convention. I take my DS to conventions all the time, for street pass and taking photos and just entertainment. Have some whimsy, go outside, talk to people. And to me it's more accessible to have this as a one-time purchase rather than the subscription. Again, I was a kid with a tenner and I got a game I loved. A subscription is a commitment. More kids will be able to just buy this outright than convince somebody to pay for a subscription. And I think people are forgetting that Pokemon is directed at kids. We aren't the target audience anymore. A majority of what I use my Switch for is Pokemon. Like, to hand, I have Splatoon 3, Minecraft, Brilliant Diamond, and Pokemon Shield, for some reason. Even my DS, mostly Pokemon games. Ultra Moon's in there. I'd just rather buy it and have it forever over a subscription. And on them taking away access to Pokemon Home, yeah, it was in the description they took it out, and maybe that shouldn't have happened. It was clearly a mistake on their half. However, just wait. They might announce it at Pokemon Day with the main thing being, oh, you can trade between maybe Gen 3. They might announce that, hey, you need to spend a couple months in it and then you'll get it, like every single other Pokemon game. The old ones did have support for Pokemon Bank. I can't see why they wouldn't put in support for Pokemon Home. I think we just need to be a bit patient and wait for even just a Pokemon Direct to explain a bit more. Twitter, as usual, has had an absolute field day. So has TikTok. Oh, you can already play it on your phone for free. Sorry that I like a bit of whimsy. I like having a console, and quite frankly, I don't want to do it that way. I'm already having Dexit flashbacks with all this complaining. Come on, Pokemon fans, you can be happy about something for once. Something you've been asking for so long is Gen 3 on the Virtual Console. I'd like if they maybe brought Gen 1 and 2 on as well, and obviously the other Gen 3 games. But this is a start. I just can't wait for the complaining to start once Gen 10 gets announced tomorrow. Anyway, this has been my little yapping on the situation. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It means an absolute load. And comment what you think about this whole situation. I'm also trying to hit 200 subscribers because we smashed 100 subscribers. And I'm so happy about it. Also, follow my Instagram, Twitter, everything like that. It'll be in my description as it usually is. Thank you all for watching.
Okay, bye.